Hi, Justin here from Kombative Edge Martial Arts, also Kombative Edge Nation, and we'll be doing boxing. Okay, here's Mr. Bag. Now, when we do our boxing stance, okay, we're going to be working on the jab actually, and there are many ways to throw a jab. Okay, we're going to work on a specific jab today. But before we do that, we want to go into our fight stance. Now, there are different stances in boxing. You have the Philly shell, right? Here, bop, bop. You have your, long guard, low guard. You have high guard. You have like a traditional boxing stance, which is right about here, right? You can be moving like this, right? You also have basically a square stance, which is here, okay? Square stance style, like peekaboo style, okay? And where most of our boxing is done out of a square stance, because what can you do? You can do Cuban style boxing, which is out of square stance. You can do Cuban style boxing out of a square stance, okay? And basically, you're square with the person, just like so, okay? Now, one thing that's very important to understand is to know how to stay in your frame. Okay, your frame is basically your fight stance, okay? And what it is what you want to do is you want to keep both feet straight. Knees going straight, shoulder going straight, so I'm pointing to the camera. And I want to make sure that my chin, my head stays on my knee line. Now the knee line is just lead knee, right there, it goes across. So I want to be here, okay? Because the downfall to the square stance is what? If you get the head off the knee line, you get off balance, okay? That's why you want to be tight and locked up, just like this. So when you start to move, you can. But notice my head never comes off that knee line. My chin is down, I'm looking up, and I'm right here, and I'm secure. But the second my head goes back, see, I'm out of my frame. Or if I lose balance, I'm out of my frame. So the square stance is all about being small, comfortably small. Okay, you want to be comfortably small, and about balance. You want to be balanced on both feet. Okay, you're not looking to have a wide stance. You're looking to have both feet under your shoulders, and you're balanced, and you can move, right? From here, weaving, slip, whatever. So this is something that you want to definitely keep in mind. Now, I'm here on the bed, okay? What we're gonna work on is we're gonna work on basically like a pop and jab, okay? You wanna pop up and jab and drop back down. So basically it's like, it's off a knee bend, okay? So I'm here. What you're gonna do is you're gonna be in your stance, okay? Tight, and then what you're gonna do is you're going to be electric, have an electric pop. Flap, you want to straighten those legs out and pop back down, okay? Just like that. And it's quick. I don't want to stay here. I want to drop back down quick. Because if I throw a jab, he throws a jab, you duck, right? You knee bend. So if I'm here, I pop up, I throw a jab, and he throws a jab, whoa, I can drop, okay? Now, there's a rise and a sink. The rise and the sink concept is very important in boxing. And as we do more videos, we'll talk about the rise and the sink. Okay, but I want to just put that out there, put it in the back of your head and remember that. Because we'll be going back to the rise and the sink. Okay, you want to rise, you want to sink, and that's based on your legs. That's why they say boxing is what? 80 to 90% legs. Everything else is important. But if you don't have your legs, you don't have transportation, right? If you don't have strong legs, you could have a weak jaw. All of it's connected to your legs. That's why when you put water in the basement and you flood that and you hit those body, what are you doing? When you hit the body, you're weakening the legs. You weaken the legs, you weaken the jaw. So it's all connected, all right? So when we're here, you want to be tight like this, okay? Protect that body. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna straighten, you're gonna rise your leg, straighten it out, pop and sink. So rise and sink. So when you hit that bag, okay, you wanna rise, strike the bag, and pop back down. Just like that. and we're here. Okay? So now, let's understand this. I don't want to push the back. Impact is 3 inches. So don't think you got to push the other person. You're not doing it. It's 3 inches. That's it. So 3 inches of the popping back. Okay? You want that electric explosion out of your legs. Just like so. And you're here. And notice I'm in my frame. Okay? I want to stay in my frame. Just like so. One more time. Okay? So notice what am I doing? I'm rising, striking, and I'm sinking. Rise and sink. Okay? Because as we all know, you always want to move your head after the last punch. Very important. Don't leave your head there, because they're going to knock it off. Okay? Move your head. Get out of the way. So if you're throwing 1 punch, move your head after the last punch. If you're throwing 3 punches, move your head after the last punch. Because the other guy is going to have what I call Kodak. Okay? When you take a picture, he's always going to punch to the last place he saw you. So when he throws that punch, you don't move your head. Impact. But if you move your head, he's going to miss every single time. So always move your head after that last punch. So here we go. So we're here. Hands are up. Drive up. And you're here. Just like that. Right back into your frame. Right back into your frame. And as you get better at it, you'll start to go. So snap up. And you're there. Snap up. And you're there. And you get back into your comfortably small frame. Justin here from Kombative Edge Martial Arts. Hope you have a wonderful day. Rise above the average, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.